Well, hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Cars, Bikes and Boats here on our Birnie Family YouTube and Facebook. And as you can see, me, the dog's here as well. As you can see, we're out here in the garage with the bikes. And just lately, if you've seen a few of our videos on our channel, I was out vlogging on the motorbike. And everything's absolutely fine, driving around and all the rest of it, and it stopped. And it was the headlight. Switched the headlight off, got the bike bump started again, and it could run about all day long. But every time the headlight went on, boom, that was it. The bike just so it's the starter. That's the issue with the bike. And I've got one here. I'll show you in just a wee while. And what I'm going to do is take the opportunity just to give the FIREBLADE a bit of a service too, you know. So guys, I just hope you enjoy the episode. I'll try and be as quick as I can, and hopefully you'll enjoy. And here we are in the makings of the garage here, guys. And basically what I'm doing just now is I'm trying to get all these shelves sorted out the way that I want it to be. It's going to need a good paint, get all the tools sorted out. But for the minute, we're just in a little bit of a midden, but we're okay. And so for those of you that are sort of watching for the first time, guys, this is our 900 FIREBLADE, which is a 1997. It's quite a classic. It's got low miles though. And obviously, I've taken care of it as best I can over the years, but yeah, it's a bike I won't sell, guys, not at all. I'm going to keep that for forevermore. But guys, basically because of the house, and I'm sort of still suffering from PTSD, I've still got a bit of my journey to go, I'm just keeping myself busy doing jobs like this, But it's because of that things have kind of fell behind a little bit, guys. And as you can see, there is the Bandito. Used to be blue, for those of you that, maybe never seen our videos before. And we did this as a bit of a custom project, on YouTube during lockdown and stuff like that. So she is looking really good. Still got a couple of bits to do. Fix the belly pan in properly, the tyre hugger. Cover up the wire up on the front there, and we might need another right good polish on that, guys. But I really want to get this bike on the road shortly. I like to have two bikes, just in case one fails me, like this one has. Yeah, so guys, just a wee bit of a mess just now, but we're getting there. But here we are, guys, the Stator. There we go. I've never actually had to do any major surgery on this bike, so this is a first actually. And we've still got the gasket paste to come in. I'm just waiting on that as well, but we'll get that done as well. But yeah, this basically keeps the battery nice and charged, while you're driving the bike, and so the lights can work and all that sort of bits and pieces, But because it's gone, you just can't use the electrics. Maybe the indicators, yes, of course, and you can drive about all day long. But guys, we need this up and running. It's absolutely no use having a faulty headlight. Look at this, guys. Put these off the selling pages. Look at that. As some of you have seen in the videos before, guys, we keep most of our fishing rods in the car all the time, so we're always ready to go. But guys, it's like £30, about 10 rods, 5 reels. Look. And look at that, real old classic fishing rods. I can't wait to use them. We've got really up-to-date ones in the car, obviously, and the kids have got theirs, but they're real, and you'll see there, guys, fiberglass, and dude, absolutely brilliant. It's got that middle one there's got a copper handle, so I'm well chuffed with that, you guys. That is awesome. But time to get going with this thing. So I'm gonna have to lift her up onto the axle stands. We need to get to the other side of it. We've got plenty of room, so I'm going to lay out the mats just to make the concrete a little bit more comfy, and we'll get into the guts of the bike. Yes, we're definitely need a good clean and polish after this, guys. Most bikers like myself, I like to keep our bikes looking really good all the time, but sometimes you get so much other stuff to do. But so here we go, guys, basically into here, and I think I'm not gonna have to take we're gonna have to take off this bottom fairing on the belly pan there. So I can't seem to get in about 2 bolts at the bottom. Now this should be fairly straightforward, guys. I've never done it before, but it looks as though that's gonna weigh up. That wiring goes away up. But here she goes. Hello. It's about 1 year old, guys, a little Jack Russell, isn't it? Well, you're a Parsons Terrier actually, aren't you? Eh? On YouTube all the time. So yeah, I'm going to get this strata on, guys. It's obviously going to go in there. I've never done this before, so we'll get going. And just a couple of new additions to the garage, guys. See these mats? These are absolutely fantastic. Just give you a little bit of comfort while you're working though, which is really good. So let's get this fairing off. Now these should just be little kind of quarter turns, like that, isn't it? There's a wee bit more half turn. There we go, look. Not screwing in really as such. As you'll see there, you know, there's a clip and that bolt goes into there like that. Don't want to lose any of these either. Yeah, at the bottom here, guys, with this one, that one's off now. I think that, yeah, there's one up and under there. I'm going to have to take this part off as well. Extremely clean bike, guys, but look at this. I think that radiator's maybe had its day. I'll have to change that out at some point as well. Should be fine for now, though. But yeah, looking to get me into this bit here now. The bit down there as well. Yeah, so just taking off that part. What we'll do one day, guys, take all the fairings off, give it a good power wash and see what bits need done. But for now, I need this thing back on the road like now, you know. But that seems to be enough, just to give me enough to get into these bolts on the way around, so it should be okay there. Okay, so I've got the big tool set back from the car, and the gasket seal did come in, guys. High temp black silicone, nice. That'll do just nicely for that. So when we take this off, guys, there's all likelihood that we won't, you know, it's probably never been off. So that's why I went away and got the rubber hammer. It may need like a good tap. And obviously you don't want to damage the casing or the fairing or that, do you? But it just looks like it's these bolts right around here. Yeah, this always concerns me, you know, if it's an older engine and, you know, this bit's probably never ever been off. You're always a wee bit worried about rounding the bolts, you know, but goodness me. Yeah, so guys, the Land Rover has been some project, and we've still got to do touch-ups on it, and we've got the wheels to paint. But obviously things kind of went haywire with the whole coronavirus season, but we're almost there. Yeah, that fairing there, that just gave us it. I think this has maybe been off before. Hopefully not for anything major, but, you know, I'll just give it a wee snap off. Back and around here, don't want to damage the fairing. You know, you guys that work on bikes and cars, you know, sometimes there's always just one that won't come off, you know. We'll see if it'll be okay today, though. Yeah, looking good, hopefully. That's them all. I really wouldn't mind what you call it set, guys, you know, air tools and stuff like that. There it goes, that was that one, yeah. So we're kind of improvising today, you guys. Can't find the sump, a proper sump to put it in, so we'll just use this basin. And there we go, guys, off it comes. There's a, yeah, see that little bit there, look. Make sure that's there, that's got to get the absolute right seal, but that came out really easily. It's okay. And as always, guys, you know, if you've got a bike and you're not entirely sure how much oil it takes, you know, Google it or look in the handbook, because you really need to fill the bike back up with the same amount. I honestly can't remember how much this thing takes, but it's okay. And obviously the type of oil, guys, as well, you know, what kind of weight it is, very, very important as well. So again, just Google it, 1997 FIREBLADE 900RR, or, you know, just whatever it is you've got, and that'll tell you. But yeah, I think this oil might take a little while to all come out from inside the engine. We're just going to get some lovely new oil very shortly. Yeah, I'll just see the last of that little line, guys. It'll take a wee while to come out, but I'm quite anxious to take this off. That's what we need to get into. Right, guys, so let's hope it doesn't need too much of a tap, but let's just... And the vibrations should start to shake it apart. I might have to end up taking this off after all, I think. We'll see. We'll certainly see. Well, that's it coming, guys. Always be very, very, very careful, guys. Come on, Betsy. I'm just going to take it really easy until we can get this thing off. I'm just wondering if that's actually that original gasket, guys. You know that? It's taking a wee bit to come though. That's it. Just take your time, guys. It just isn't worth it getting frustrated and getting ahead of yourself if that's the kind of person you are. I can kind of get a wee bit that way myself, a wee bit frustrated a little easily. Right. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's pretty much off now, isn't it? Can't really take the wires out of here. Oh me, oh my. And there she blows, guys, and it looks like they've just had it, you know. But there we go, nice and clean though, eh? Look at that. Nice. I like it. Now obviously, guys, you know, if you're doing jobs like this, you really need to wear gloves, you know, like latex gloves or something, you know. You know, I don't really do this sort of thing very often, so I'm not really so fussed today. Yeah, but there's the strutter, you guys. It's always good, you know, if you're maybe doing this maybe for the first time on your bike, which is always really quite good to do, is take a photo of, you know, the area that you're doing, and then you can again see where everything should be. So that's always handy, guys. But it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts coming off there. There's probably that one probably has to come off as well. And we'll see what's underneath there. And see all this old gasket, guys, this all needs to come off. That's no use. It's no use anymore. We'll pick all that off and get it away. And obviously you don't want to scratch these or score them, you know, you've got to really be quite careful. I think sometimes guys use a wee bit of wet and dry sandpaper just to, you know, just make it nice. You know, so I'm being really silly here. I need to take off that belly pan, crying out loud. Trying to do the job, you know, quite efficiently and not having to do too much on it, but a bit silly. Right, so guys, that's the belly pan back down, and it looks like I'll get in about really nicely now. So it looks like these, I'm going to get in about it with this. No. Yeah, I think we'll unplug it to get it done, guys. It just comes up under here. Just have to follow the wire, really. As you can see, that's the one there we're looking at. So I have to disconnect from here. But for crying out loud, how do you get it out of there? That's going to be a wee bit of a struggle, I think. You know, it did fit through that hole fine. Let's see what we've got up here. It should come through there as well. I would have thought. Yeah, it's going to come. That's fine. So it goes up and through there. See, I could just watch back the video if I forget, which is more than likely. Now, I was saying, you know, this thing may well have never been out. However, the wire seems to be this side of the tube on the engine. Maybe that is the way the manufacturer did it in the first place. But I think just for safety's sake, guys, we're going to go up that way, away from the engine with the wire. Right, guys, so now I've got it in the grind, just a lot more manageable, you know, but I just want to have a quick look at this. See, the wire seems to be over the back here. You can see it's got that little bit going in there for it. So I want to see how this comes off, you know. Be really careful about how this comes off. Right. Like I said, guys, this is all about... This thing doesn't actually move. The wheel around it moves. So this needs to be put back into the exact right place, you know. Ooh. You're along. Right, that's it moving, but I think that holds the wire down. So a quick look. Yeah, I think I can kind of see how all this goes. It goes right there, guys. I think. We'll soon find out. Right, so let's just remember where everything is. We'll lift that out like that. Obviously for the wiring. Yeah, so see that's a wiring piece there, guys. That goes in there. And obviously it goes this way around. Like that. Leave that there a second. Hopefully you can see the difference. Let's see. Yeah. Look at that, they're just gone. They're even a little bit corroded as well. That's okay. It's an older bike, they don't last forever, but I'd like to try and keep it that way though. Yeah, it should be fairly straightforward, I think, eh? That's the 4 bolts there, and that sits right in there. Nice, and you can see in here, guys, it's totally clean. I don't have to worry too much about that. But we do need to get the last of this gasket stuff off, guys, which will make it very unclean. That's okay, we will manage. There we go. So just the edge of a Stanley blade, guys, but obviously you don't want to scratch it. That's the thing you don't want to do. Here we go. Yeah, but I'll tell you guys, see with the Land Rover, all that wild camp and stuff, that's been awesome. Really, really good. Kids have absolutely loved it. And of course we've got the caravan, so you know you tend to find people are either campers or caravanners, and I have to say I've really, really enjoyed it. Get a bit lazy in your old age, you know, with the whole having a fridge and all that, you know, in the caravan, a fridge, a cooker, a TV. Right, so that's the casing done, you guys. Obviously just a wee bit to go with it. Just the sandpaper around a bit there, but she's looking really good. Obviously all those bits of gasket, you see, look at that. Yeah, got to be very, very careful, guys. Got to make sure they're all out. There's not a little bit there, but looking really clean. We'll give her a wee rub, I think. Yeah, so just wet and dry. This is a P2000, you guys. So it's quite fine, you know. And obviously we want to be getting a really good seal on the gasket, you know. So I just want to make sure this is all absolutely beautiful, looking good. This bit's not coming away with that, so use a bit of P600. And there we go. Just about there now. A wee bit of gasket just in there. Can't get it with the big boy. There it goes, look. Is that a bit there? No. Nice. There's a little bit just there. So make absolutely sure, guys, there's no point mucking around. Get it done right. Wee bit of WD. Nice. Yeah, so remember this is very important that this is sealed, especially this part here where the wires connect, because there's obviously oil in the engine casing coming around here, you know. So this has got to be clean, 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 guys. So you could go actually reconditioning an engine, couldn't you? Do all these kind of bits of Stator. I think the Stator was about £35, which is about $42, I think. That's not bad considering the age of the bike, you know. But you still got all these bits on eBay and stuff like that, you know. And even garages know that some parts fit different bikes as well, you know, and stuff like that. But that is looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, one of the one of the most important parts of this job here, putting this back together, guys, is making sure this bracket's in. The wiring needs to be pressed down away from the wheel that goes round it, you know. And obviously I'm going to have to adjust these. They're a bit short. Sorry, a bit long, I should say. And shorten them up, because you need that seal, guys. Look, you've got to have that seal. I think, guys, would probably put a bit of gasket seal in there as well, but it's just gone a bit too far, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit of WD-40 onto these wires, guys, and that's awesome. I should be able to pull the sleeve all the way back, but if not, I really want to have this part here covered, you know, absolutely covered. But that's okay. Well, guys, as you can see, we've still got the gaskets come off here. I won't film that, obviously, that's a bit boring. We'd take 10-15 minutes maybe to get that all cleaned up as well. So I want the two of them to marry up absolutely perfectly. We do have the gasket seal, which we're obviously going to use. You know, you're best doing it on the floor first and then sort of pressing it on, but goodness sake, guys, I've almost broken the back of this job now. Yeah, you don't want any of the bits of gaskets that are coming off, you know, into that part of the engine, guys. You know, so we're just going to cover it with a cloth. That's nice, and hopefully all the bits will just drop down, but we'll have a proper inspection of it when I'm done. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Give us a wee clean up. You know something, guys, I could actually bring this engine back. Look at that. I think maybe can't do it just now, you know, I need the bike for vlogging, and that's another big job, but I think we could get all this cleaned up looking absolutely beautiful, you know that. Yeah, you see when I placed it back on, guys, I could really feel the magnet pull. It was really, really strong. So yeah, it just sort of goes to show you, doesn't it? Let's see. See? Whoa! Goodness sake. Now obviously try and get this gasket, you know, any of that bits of gasket seal off before it dries, so it doesn't make the bike look crappy. And what we'll do is, guys, we'll fire all these back in again now, because we obviously can't fill the engine up with oil again until we've done this. So I really want to get this job done, actually. Let's switch over, make it easy. Well, I'll tighten it up hand tight. Once we've got these on, guys, but this is cool. Look at this. I want an air machine, an air compressor, you know, for air tools. That'd be awesome. But I've never really needed it. We are looking good, people. We are looking good. Yes, there we go, guys. And obviously, you'll see the gasket seal, you know, it's a move through, you know, when you tighten it up. And obviously, this is the opportunity you take to get it off, so it looks really nice, you know. But yeah, I think we could really get that engine looking great, guys. Not today, though. I think, guys, you know, for the price of a, you know, for all the price of a new case, so we might as well, you know, and get the engine all cleaned up looking really, really good, you know. But obviously now the fairing's off, guys, I can look, and you know, that radiator's got to get changed, there's no question about it. So we'll grab that maybe next time. But again, you know, this is the vlogging bike, I need it on the road, and not at the expense of safety, but you know. Yes, this next bit coming up, guys, we're gonna have to pull this sleeve down into there and weave it back up through the bike into there. And then looks like we've got the oil to do, and then put everything back together. But for now, a bit of lunch. Alright, so I think I'm baking toasty for lunch, but every lunchtime you get a wee bit of ham, don't you? Yeah, I got a wee bit of bacon on the go here, I think, guys. Oh yeah! This must be what Bailey feels like when she gets her little treat, eh, Bailey? Okay? There you go, my darling. Yeah, we never feed the dog with processed food and all that sort of stuff, you know, tidbits and whatnot. It's not good for health. A nice fresh ham is okay, isn't it, darling? Oh, that bacon sandwich was good, you guys. Yeah, so just double check, guys. 3.1 litres, I can never remember off the top of my head, and 10 to 40 weight oil, which is great. 10 weight to 40. And this is a 4 litre tub, and the bike takes 3.1 litres, so it's great. I've got, the bike never seems to need a top up, but we'll just keep it aside for that anyway. But yeah, so ready to get cracking. Right, so guys, if you do struggle getting the old oil filter off, which I'm doing, hammer a screwdriver through it. And that'll work just nicely to get it off. That's it off, just using a screwdriver. And obviously by the time you get it kind of loosened a little bit, it kind of goes with your hand then. But that's it off, that's great. Yeah, so there she goes, guys. There's a wee bit of corrosion going on, right, just round about, you know, where the actual filter goes on. So again, just a piece like 600 wet and dry sandpaper, just give it a wee brush up, you know, it'll look lovely. Yeah, so this seems to have come sort of greased. You know, you normally put a wee spot of oil around the outside. And generally with filters, guys, you just tie them hand tight. You can put, you know, a tightener onto it and just give it a quick nip, but I prefer just putting them on hand tight. So there we go, guys, easy enough. So just sort of cleaned it up, you know, the bit just round about it. I think we're going to leave this fairing off, actually, to give this thing a bit of a power wash, you know that? Because it really, really is needing it. Yeah, so next up is the sump plug, of course, guys. We'll just give it a quick clean inside as well, just in case there's any dirt or whatnot. Done the same again with the sump plug itself. Look, give it a nice clean up as well, so you don't feel any grit on it or anything like that, you know. So obviously can't fill the bike up until the sump plug's on. That is a bit of a gimme, right enough, isn't it? Up we go, and this has to be tight. This can't be hand tight, this has got to be tight. So that's that done, and obviously, guys, I've done the gasket seal and all the bits in here, done the oil filter. Just want to connect this thing back up just real quick, guys, before we get moving. Obviously, I want this piece covered here to go up in, you know. Yeah, so that's good now, look, guys, that's fine. And obviously what I'll do, I'll tie it up here out the way, because this will obviously all get quite hot as well, and up will go back through and thread it back through. Yeah, so quite straightforward, guys. Just take that off for the oil filler right there. And obviously, guys, really very important when you're doing this. This thing needs, what, 3 litres, did it say? 1, 2, 3. So quite straightforward when it comes to that. But you always want to have your motorbike, you know, absolutely sort of vertical, guys. If it's on the stand, it's obviously sitting like that. And that means then it doesn't give you the proper reading down here on the little oil window, you see. So it's very important, guys. Again, if the bike's over that way, the oil level's going to drop and you're going to think you need to put in more, but you don't. But 3 litres, guys, that's all we're needing. Yeah, and a nice big filler's always the thing to get, guys, you know what I mean? We'll have to give that a clean, actually, it's a bit dusty. But yeah, nice big filler, look, that fits in there directly. You still have to pour, you know, nice and slowly, it'll just, you know, come out and over. But that makes life a lot easier. And here we go, so the oil... There we go, there's always a bit of oil left in there, guys, you know, you have to be quite careful. Look here, look at it. Just a bit from there, look. That's a bit that goes everywhere if you don't let it go. Looking good, you guys, look at this. Don't get any, just do the threads, you guys, and the same again with the threads on the filler as well, you know, just in case you get any bits of grit in it. I'll tell you, man, I'll tell you how much I love this WD-40, guys, you know this. Just gets into everything. And of course, once it is, you get all the rubbish off as well, you know. But I think I'm going to leave the fairing off just to give the thing a bit of a clean, actually, guys. Get the power washer right underneath there. As you can see, that side's looking beautiful. Shame about the silver. We'll have to get all that done, I think. But for now, this is good. Right, so obviously what we do now, guys, is just double check that we're not getting any oil leaks from the oil filter, the sump plug, and the bit that we were working on, you know. Want to just make absolutely sure. Also, we'll take the bike out for a run, and then check to see if there's any oil again, because obviously everything gets hot and everything expands, you know. If there's any gaps, you're going to get a bit of oil coming out, you know. So I think we'll just leave the fairings off for now. Everything's looking okay. You know, obviously it's the bottom you're going to find the oil, aren't you? Most of the time. Yeah, once we take out for a run though, that'll really change things up. Right, so let's see what we've still got to do. Just pop this in again. Oh, sorry guys. Again, WD-40 in here, guys. Keep everything nice and clean, you know. That's always the way to go. Oh, I mean, it needs a real going over, guys, you know what I mean? But always nice, just bits at a time. Get all this crud off and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, and it keeps all the electrics fine, you know, as well, guys. I've just got these on here just now because I've got a solar panel linked up to it when it's not being used. But I'll have to wire that up in a different way. I can't have those crocodile clips on there. And again, the things that's very easy to forget, guys, is just tying the wires back up again and stuff, you know. You can see up under here. And again, I want them away from the engine, which they seem to be here. Away from the back wheel. Ah, that's wrong, isn't it? Is that wrong? No, it's not, sorry. Yeah, nice and tight. Nice and tight. Nice. So, the test is, guys, we'll have to fire it up, take it out. I'm going to put the headlight on the bike and see if it runs down. I think we'll be fine, though. That starter went in really nicely. We should be okay with that. Starter, sorry. I keep calling it starter. But yeah, remember that. Got to get that done. So, guys, it is not the starter. It might be a loose wire or something. But guys, you know, I've went out, it starts up and just doing exactly the same thing as before. Running absolutely fine without, you know, if you don't have the lights on. Switch the lights on, the battery just dies, you know, in no time at all. So I think, guys, I really think that it's probably the battery now that we're going to have to change. But I need to have a quick look around as well, just check the wiring and that. Okay, so one thing that's always been great on this bike's the wiring, you know, it's always lovely, you know. And that plug is definitely in there. That's all secure. Battery points are fine. Oh, yeah, so the starter's done now anyway, that's great. But basically, guys, yeah, we've just went even further. I'm taking this off now. And of course, the next thing we really need to look at is the rectifier, which is here. And I've just noticed here as well, actually, guys, when we're getting into the wires, they're not corroded as such, but they do need a good cleanup. You know, as the two wires come into there, but this could well be what's wrong. It's not expensive, so we're just going to change it over and try it out, but it'll give us another video to do, won't it? While we do another couple of wee bits to the bike as well. Yeah, so we've done good, guys. Managed to get the starter on there and all the bits and pieces, you know. And when it comes to YouTube videos, guys, I mean, it is nice just to change the part, get the bike to work, and boom, that's that video done. It's also really good if there's something else I miss, you know, give us another video to go on. So obviously I can tag on a part 2 to this one here. But you know, it doesn't do any harm us having changed that starter, you know, and it means it won't go in the future, obviously, which is great. And everything else seems to be fine. So if we change this rectifier, that should do the job. Battery charged up fine, everything else is working fine, so we should be absolutely good, guys, you know. But anyway, listen, thank you so much for watching. Loads and loads of more sort of bike videos that come and boat videos and stuff like that, you know, on this particular part. But motorbike vlogs and Scottish Castle tours and DIY, it's all still going to be in the go, you know. You know, David and Emma have got their own Birnie Family Fun YouTube channel. You know, they do 24-hour challenges and all that sort of stuff for kids. So if you've got kids, I certainly hope they enjoy that. But for now, guys, listen, thanks so much for watching. Speak to you soon.